Movies. I do have movies. A lot of movies. Way too many damn movies. They're in the closet because there's no other place to put them out here. So, there's clothes, and then movies, and then plays, and The West Wing, and then sheet music books, because I had nowhere else to put stuff. So, I could probably just, hold on. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll just go like this. So, I have way too many damn boxes, as you can probably see. So, nerdy shit. Marvel, literally all the Marvel. These are the most recent stuff that's come in. Face Off, V for Vendetta, Jojo Rabbit. Beautiful movie. Oh my god, Jojo Rabbit. Hold up. Let me gush on Jojo Rabbit. Oh, Jojo Rabbit. Oh, so beautiful. When I heard the premise, I was like, a little kid with Hitler as his imaginary friend. I don't know if I'm gonna like this or be offended. And then I heard Taika Waititi is the director, and he wrote it, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be funny. But I cried so much. I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. Oh, beautiful movie. Okay, The Patriot. Let's go back. Patriot. Great Dictator, which is the Charlie Chaplin movie. Wonderful movie. Again, I'm a nerd, so Casablanca. Wonderful movie. My grandfather apparently wasn't even born when that movie came out. So, that tells you anything. Road to Perdition. Zootopia. Wonderful movie. Awesome movie. Apparently, no one listened to the message of Zootopia because we're in this fucking mess right now. I swear, if people had just actually listened to Zootopia, we might be in a better place. Just saying. Okay, let's see. All the Pixar, Coco. Oh, Coco makes me cry so much. Lion King, Mary Poppins, and then Prince of Egypt, The Wiz. Basically, from here on out, it's just musicals. So, The Wiz, Hair, Last 5 Years, Rocket Man, Mamma Mia 1 and 2, Gypsy, Little Shop of Horrors, American in Paris, Singing in the Rain. Okay, hold up. We're gonna talk about Singing in the Rain. This is just me gushing about shit, and I'm actually enjoying this. Singing in the Rain. It's such a good movie. It's such a beautiful movie. Like, as a musicals person, I love it because it's, like, one of the best musicals on film. And, believe it or not, it's a jukebox musical. I did not know this until, like, later going down the rabbit hole. It's a jukebox musical. Like, these were all songs originally written for other shows and stuff. And they were just like, the producers were like, let's just throw them into a movie and put them together. Which kind of makes sense when you think about it, because some of the songs, some of the sequences come out of nowhere. But they justify them because they're like, they're producers imagining sequences, so like, it works. Great movie. Great music. Great everything. Just, Gene Kelly could tap dance on my heart and I would probably say yes. Thank you so much. Such a great movie. Such great everything. Let's see. On the Town. Wonderful movie. Fiddler on the Roof. Classic. La La Land. It's good. I have some issues with it, but like, it's still a pretty great musical. Star is Born. The new one. Okay. We're going to gush on this one too. Star is Born. I saw it in the theater. I had not seen the original. This was the first version of Star is Born I had seen. So I had not seen the Judy Garland one, or the Barbra Streisand, or the original. Oh, who was in the original? Is it Gene Davis? Might be Gene Davis. But I had not seen the first one, so I did not know the story. So I went into it fully blind. I went into it for Lady Gaga, because I was like, I didn't know her music, but I was like, I know who she is. Can she act? So I was there for that. And then the movie started, and I was like, oh shit, this is great. And Lady Gaga can act. And Bradley Cooper can really act. And oh my god, Bradley Cooper directed this? Holy shit. And he wrote music for it? Holy shit. Bradley Cooper, you gotta lead some talent for the rest of us. Like, what the fuck? You can't be doing all that. Like, come on. And then the story happens, and I was, crestfallen. Just like, my heart was in pieces by the end of the movie. I can't spoil what it is. But if you know the story, you know the story. And like, I didn't know. It came out, it broke me. I was, oh my god. And then the last song, I was in that theater and I was just like, it was great. It was wonderful. But it's one of those great, like, like your heart is just like, so like cathartically sobbing and everything. It's great. I love that one. And then we have the classic Judy Garland, Star is Born, which I discovered because I saw the Lady Gaga one. Then Hello Dolly, Funny Girl, Sweet Charity, all that jazz. Okay, we're gushing again. I hope you're enjoying all this gushing, Marissa, because like this is basically just for you, because you're the only one watching. All that jazz. Great movie. Bob Fosse was probably suicidal and decided, you know what? Instead of actually killing myself, let me make a movie about what would happen if I died. So he made this. And I am very happy that he made this. Although sadly, after like a few years after this came out, he died. He actually died of a heart attack, which in the movie, he dies of a heart attack. So, self-fulfilling prophecy. But this movie, if I was stuck on an island, great. Yes, add a bunch of these to the watch list. There's so many movies in here. You're going to be here a while if you're going to keep watching. But, okay, so if I was stuck on a remote island with, like, one movie, I would take this. I would watch this any day of the week. And, like, 15 times on Sunday. There's so much craft in this movie. The musical numbers are great. The writing is great. The direction is amazing. The editing, no one talks about editing. I'm a nerd. Here we go. I'm a nerd. So the editing in here, Bob Fosse and his editor basically decided, you know what? You know the jazz dance technique that we use on stage? We're going to do that with editing. So we're just going to like edit everything on top and layer it and make it work like musically. And I was just like, this is so good. So yeah, all that jazz. Directed by Bob Fosse. Great movie. Great movie. Cabaret. We're gushing about this again. Cabaret, directed by Bob Fosse. Wonderful movie. Again, this was before all that jazz, but some of those hints of those editing techniques were starting to pop up because Cabaret. Oh, wonderful. Liza Minnelli, great. Joel Grey, creepy as fuck, and I love him as the MC. Michael York, we love a bisexual icon. Yeah, it's just a great movie. Let's see. What else we got in here? I'm just going to pull stuff. Chicago! Awesome movie. Classic. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure this is the first movie I ever actually have memory of. Sound of Music. The first movie that I remember actually watching. I'm pretty sure I was like... I need a fan in here. I'm going to go out here. I'm pretty sure I was like... 5, maybe 4, back home, and we had like 6 channels or something on the TV, and it was like a cheap TV, so like you had to hook it up with the cable in the city, and then they gave you however many channels, and this was playing on one of the channels, and it started at the beginning, so I just remember, I think it was either my grandpa or my grandma, just like stopped on the channel, and I was like, and they were like, "Oh, this looks nice. We'll watch it." And then Julie Andrews does her usual, like, you know, her spin on the hill, and she, the hills are alive with the sound of music, and I was just like, what is this? So yeah, it's a long ass movie, but I very vividly remember seeing this for the first time, and I was just like, because again, a kid in Nicaragua, like, my fun was climbing trees and, you know, doing random shit outside. When I was a skinny little boy, so a long ass time ago. But I saw Julie Andrews on that hill singing Sound of Music, and I was hooked. I was just like, yes, the hills are alive with the Sound of Music. I couldn't understand a word because I didn't speak English, but like, I was hooked. I was so hooked. Okay, next. What's next? West Side Story. Again, perfect score. The music by Bernstein, flawless. The lyrics by Sondheim are beautiful, like just poetic beauty, and just mwah. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Oh, and this is only one half of the boxes. This is just the second box. We haven't even gotten to the rest. So I'm going to just get through these. Okay. Aaron Sorkin. This is like the Aaron Sorkin section. Molly's Game. Great movie. Steve Jobs. Great bio. Social Network. Great movie. Moneyball. Good movie. I like it for the dialogue. Charlie Wilson's War. Very underrated movie. Great movie. American President. Very good rom-com. Okay, we're going to gush about this one. Because this one, let me get out into the air. This one. This is where my obscure... I don't love rom-coms. Mainly because most of them are stupid. But this was the first, like, smart rom-com I watched. Because literally it's... the president goes on a date. The president has a girlfriend. What would happen? So, like, he's a widower. So his wife died before, like, he became president. But he's president now. And he starts having a girlfriend. And, like, it's not stupid, you know, oh, we're in love after we saw each other for the first time. It's like, there's also political drama happening. And, like, she's a political analyst or political worker. He's the president. And then, you know, there's deals and shit. And there's smart stuff happening. But they're also, like, in love. And it's like a realistic relationship. Like, they have issues because he's the president. Shit like that. And also, whenever I feel hopeless about our current situation, I watch this. Or I watch The West Wing. And I imagine a world with a competent president. Anyway, great movie. Definitely, if you're going to add it to your watch list, definitely add it to your watch list. Let's see. A Few Good Men. One for courtroom drama. Tom Cruise actually acts, not just becomes Tom Cruise, like, acts. Great script by Aaron Sorkin. Let's turn around again. Newsroom. It's a very divisive series. I love it, but there's plenty of people who don't, and I understand. I understand why. Argo, Air Force One, you know, kind of stupid, 90s action. Angels in America. It doesn't fit in the box like this way, because if I put it in here, this won't close. So I just kind of have it up here. Once Upon a Time in America. Great. It's a slow burn. I don't recommend it for the faint of heart. It's a very slow burn. If you're not into like classic cinema, I don't recommend watching it. But if you're into like beautiful like cinematic composition and shit, definitely watch Once Upon a Time in America. Beautiful. Where are we? Let's see. Brazil. If you want to mind fuck, Brazil is your way to go. It's a mind fuck of a movie. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Another slow burn, but it's like a political thriller in the Cold War. Great movie. Born on the 4th of July. Great movie. Tom Cruise actually acts again. Let's see. Platoon. Great war movie. Rain Man. Beautiful movie. Scott Pilgrim. We're gonna gush again. Scott Pilgrim. This is my nerdy shit happening again. Okay. So, I didn't know about Edgar Wright till this. And I saw this for the first time maybe like 2 years ago. So I didn't know about Edgar Wright until... Actually, no, that's a lie. I did see Baby Driver, but I didn't know Edgar Wright directed it. I didn't know who the director was for that. But I watched this, and I was just like, there's something familiar about this like format, because it's like a video game movie, but it's not. And then I realized it's a video game movie wrapped in the format of a musical, but instead of songs, it's the battles. And my mind was blown, and I loved it. And the rock music in it is like hella good. Hella good. Alright, we're going back to the boxes. Baby Driver, great movie. Even though Ansel Elgort, we found out, is not the best person. World's End, Hot Fuzz, and Shaun of the Dead. Great trilogy. Snatch. We're gonna gush again. Okay. Snatch. This bitch came out of nowhere, pulled my head out of my own ass, because this bitch had the caucasity. Actually, not the caucasity, because it's not a stupid white people thing. Anyway, this bitch came out of nowhere. I'd never heard about it until I was in a YouTube rabbit hole about like accents. And it was if you know YouTube, there's like a guy who dissects movie accents, like actors doing accents. And there was a clip of Brad Pitt doing this guy's accent, and it's like you can't understand a word he's saying, because I think he's like Irish mixed with, I don't know what it is. But I was like, what the fuck kind of movie is that? I have to look it up. I look it up. It's Snatch. I was like, what the fuck kind of movie is this? I watch it, and I'm like, I'm laughing. Like, my body hurts from laughing. Like, but it's not just a stupid comedy. There's a lot going on in it, but also nothing is going on in it. It's kind of like this absurdist caper comedy in, like, Giza British culture. I can't do the accent, sorry. But Snatch, watch list. Okay. Let's see. Jump Street, 21-22. Devil Wears Prada, love Devil Wears Prada. Mask of Zorro, great. Kingsman, The Secret Service, great. Us and Get Out. Well, y'all know I love me Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele he can do anything he wants. Blade Runner, and then Blade Runner 2049. Now, we gonna gush about this, baby. So, I was one of the few people on Earth who went to see this in the theaters, because apparently it lost a ton of money. I think it cost like 150 million, and it made like 50 million. So it lost a lot of fucking money. But I saw it twice in the theater, so I was a small percentage of that little money that they did make. And let me tell you, oh my god, it was worth seeing in the theater. The imagery. The first Blade Runner is like a weird movie. It's hit or miss. You either like it or you don't. This one, though, I loved it. I saw it in the theater, and like the image, like the first shot is an eye, which is like an eye, the eye, and then it goes into everything. But then there's this scene, which you could probably see on the back, which is like this desolated Las Vegas, and Ryan Gosling is looking for Harrison Ford's character. And there's these beautiful, like, I don't know what to call them. They're not sculptures. They're not statues. They're just kind of like, in Las Vegas, there's like big statues or monuments or whatever they are. But they're these beautiful, like, neo-futuristic, erotic, like, statues in this orange haze of, like, sand and, like, there's bees everywhere, and it's beautiful, beautiful imagery. Definitely worth seeing. It's a slow burn. It is a very slow burn, but it's worth every second. Worth every second. Okay, where are we? Princess Bride, a classic. We love Princess Bride. Mission Impossible, all the Mission Impossibles. They're all pretty good. They're all pretty good. Let's see. What do we got down here? Oop, if I can get it done. John Wick 2, John Wick 3, Forrest Gump, The Martian, Good Will Hunting. Oh, we're gonna gush again. Okay. Good Will Hunting. I don't know how long this is gonna go. We're barely at the bottom of the first half. So Good Will Hunting. Again, this is another movie I could watch any day of the week. Literally, if people are like, "What do you want to watch? Good Will Hunting?" Yes. Yes. Absolutely. No question. Good Will Hunting. You want to watch Good Will Hunting? Yeah. Didn't you watch it like 10 minutes ago? Yes. So let's watch it again. It's Good Will Hunting. You gotta watch it again. Like, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, the writing of it is superb. Love the writing in Good Will Hunting. The acting is wonderful. But Robin Williams in this role was just, it was not what I was expecting. It was not what I was expecting. And if you don't know, Robin Williams is, in my head, like my surrogate grandfather. Because his sense of humor and his, like, whole demeanor is very much like my grandfather, Enrique. Except my grandfather spoke Spanish. But they were basically the same person. Just, my grandfather was tanner and a little skinnier. But they were the same person. So I just kind of equate in my head Robin Williams to my grandfather. So when I saw Good Will Hunting the first time, I think maybe in high school, I was just like, Abuelo? And there was so much rich emotion coming out of Robin. And like the scene, if you know the movie, the monologue in the park, on the park bench, the first time I saw that, weeping, I was like, he's calling on his bullshit, but in this like beautifully poetic way. It was great. And of course they say fuck every like 30 seconds, which is very much what I do. I say fuck a lot. Okay, let's turn back again. All the Tarantino movies, from Reservoir Dogs to Hateful Eight. Yeah, I mean, I gush about those all the time anyway. Okay, I am gonna gush about this one, which is the underrated one that no one talks about, but it's so fucking good. If you're doing a watch list, watch this one. First of all, Tarantino. I love Tarantino. Second of all, Pam fucking Grier. And if you don't know, Pam Grier was a big deal in blaxploitation movies. I always fuck that up. But like, the woman is fierce. The woman is amazing. As an actress, she's amazing. As like a beautiful woman, she is fine. She was fine when she was young, and she's fine when she's older. But this movie, she has so much great material to work with. Like, she is a badass. The entire Samuel L. Jackson is like this guy who's running guns and shit, and he's a badass. But like, there's a scene, if you haven't seen the movie, there's a scene. It's not a big spoiler, but Samuel L. Jackson's about to kill Pam Grier's character, Jackie Brown. And Jackie just pulls a gun and points it at his dick. And Samuel L. Jackson goes, that feels like a gun on my dick. And Jackie just goes, yeah, no, get your hands off my neck before I shoot your dick off. And it's great. It's a great movie. Add it to your watch list. Wonderful, funny. It's like a caper movie. Awesome. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. Logan. Love Logan. Love Logan. This one, you gotta see the front cover, so. Braveheart, Gladiator, Saving Private Ryan. Love these. These are basically like war movies, which I can watch with like my dad. All the President's Men, great. The Post, great. Lincoln, this is like Spielberg here. The Post, wonderful. Lincoln, great. The Terminal, great. Minority Report, great. Artificial Intelligence, great, but not everyone's cup of tea, and I realize that. Catch Me If You Can, wonderful, great. Empire of the Sun, so cathartic, so awesome, so beautiful. You want to see a young Christian Bale give a great performance as a child? Pretty sure he was like 12. Awesome. You can see the genius of his acting even then. Jaws, classic. E.T., classic. Jurassic Park, classic. Schindler's List, amazing, classic. Indiana Jones, all the Indiana Jones, great. The Creed movies, awesome. The Rocky movies, they're all in there. Back to the Future, awesome. Okay, we made it. We made it halfway. Okay. Hold up. Let's get this box to actually close. No, close! Close, goddammit! Hold up, we're putting you down. You gotta close, goddammit. There we go. Come on! Really? You gonna be like this, bitch? There we go. Alright. To the second half. Marissa, I'm glad you're hanging in here, because, like, this is a lot. This is a lot. Okay. This is gonna be a lot. The Matrix movies. The first one is a perfect classic. The second one's okay. Third one is not that great. But they came in a set, so I had to get them. Silence of the Lambs. Great horror movie. I'm not really a horror person, but, like, I love it. It's no problem. Okay. We're gushing again. This one, Moulin Rouge. I love Moulin Rouge, but Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet. So, my sister's asleep next door. I'm amazed I haven't woken her up. But, on a whim a couple of weeks ago, when this came in, actually, I was like, have you seen Moulin Rouge? And she's like, yeah, I've seen Moulin Rouge. And she was like, it's okay. She didn't really love it. And I was like, have you seen Romeo and Juliet? And she's like the play? And I was like, no, the movie. And she's like, no. And I was like, we're watching Romeo and Juliet. And if you know Romeo and Juliet, like, all the Shakespearean language is there. They didn't change the language. The language, I mean, they edited it because it's a movie. They're not going to do, like, all 4 acts or 5 acts. But the language stayed the same. The Shakespearean language is there. So she told me at the beginning, she's like, is this going to be Shakespearean language? It's like, I'm not going to understand what's going on. About 6-7 minutes in, she's hooked. She's like, did he just, what the fuck? Did she just, oh my god, that's so dirty. Oh shit. Fuck. Like, we get to the party, and she goes, and Juliet goes, you kissed by the book. And she went, ah! She lost her shit. Or, like, they're in the pool, and Romeo and Juliet are basically just saying, like, all these beautiful, like, things about how they love each other, even though they just met. But anyway, and my sister is, like, freaking out, because she understands it. She thought she wasn't going to get it. She thought she was going to be so confused. But she understands all of it. And I'm going, like, you like this, don't you? And she's like, yeah, I like this. And I was like, yeah, I know. And I love it. It's so great. Her commentary when we were watching it was, like, priceless. Anyway, I love Romeo and Juliet. Classic movie. Okay. Space Jam. Yes, Space Jam. Looney Tunes back in action. because I was raised on Looney Tunes. Malcolm X. Alright, we gushing again. Okay. So, I said I didn't read Malcolm X, but I have watched this so many times. I don't care that it's almost 4 hours long. I will pop this in any day. Because every time I watch this, I get schooled. No matter what. I hear Malcolm's words and I'm like, shit, that makes sense. And also, like, it's sad that his words are still relevant. That all his sermons, basically, about police brutality and racism in America, sadly, are very relevant. So I can pop this in. And also, let's not forget, Spike Lee. Spike Lee. Spike Lee. But more important than Spike Lee, Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington. Who, I might add, and this pisses me off, did not win the Oscar for Best Actor for this film. Did not win. I'm mad at the Academy. If I ever join the Academy, I'm going to be like, first of all, y'all owe Denzel a statuette for Malcolm. Fuck y'all for not giving it to him. I'm going to say it. Because, like, Denzel gave one of the best performances on celluloid. On celluloid. Celluloid. I don't know English. Denzel gave literally... He is in 99% of this movie. There's barely a scene where he is not acting his face off. The man is a master of his craft. And this was one of the best performances on film, period. Period. And let's not forget, Angela Bassett in this movie. Oh my God. Oh, I love Angela Bassett. But, listen, any actor who can hold their own with Denzel in the room is amazing. But any actor that can outact Denzel in the same scene, ooh. There's moments, and like I said, Denzel, one of the best performances on film. But there are moments where he is not the star of the scene. If he is with Angela, Angela is usually the star of that scene. I'll just say that. Alright, I'm done gushing. Let's see. What's next? Black Klansman. Beautiful movie. I saw this in the cinema. And the ending, where they showed the clips from Charlottesville, I was literally, no one moved in the movie theater. People were just like stunned. They were like, oh fuck. It's great. Inside Man, another Spike Lee movie. Great movie. Alright, we gushing about this one. Do the Right Thing. Do the Right Thing. Not only is this movie relevant, sadly, I'm pretty sure this movie is going to be relevant forever. But this movie, Do the Right Thing. Spike Lee. I love me some Spike Lee. But Spike Lee, lightning in a bottle with this movie. In so many ways. Because this movie was prophetic. I'm getting into my preacher voice. Oh, prophetic. Oh, prophetic. Not only about race relations and even the riots that have happened recently. Oh no. But also prophetic about how many black people would be working in the film industry, because this movie put so many black people to work just on this movie. And second, inspired so many people to make movies. Not just black people, Hispanic people, even some white people to make movies. This movie told, because before this movie, movies were very movies. They were like cinema. And this is still cinema, but they were like, it's very stoic cinema. Very classic cinema. Spike Lee showed up and went, bitch, we're hip-hopping this shit. We are hip-hopping cinema, bitch. Let's start the movie with Fight the Power and a dance. Like, there's nothing more hip-hop than that. I love it. And literally, he went, oh, cinema's getting kind of classist and, stale. Let's break that shit. And he went, fuck that. We're doing it. We're doing it brand new. We're going to hip-hop the shit out of movies. And basically, any modern movie, you can find elements that were inspired by Do the Right Thing. So not only is it prophetic in a social way, but it paved the way for so many great filmmakers after Spike. Great movie. Great, historic landmark. Oh, we love Do the Right Thing. Alright. Coming to America. Hey! Love this movie. Okay, we're gonna gush about this one. The Shape of Water. Now, when this movie came out, people were like, it's a fish fucking movie. There's a woman and she fucks a fish. So I went to see it. People were like, it's just a woman fucking a fish. And I was like, it's Guillermo del Toro. I know Guillermo del Toro will not just have a movie about a woman fucking a fish. There's got to be more to it. Oh my. There's so much to it. There's so much to it. First of all, she's mute. And, she feels isolated. She feels alone. And then she meets, basically, the creature from the Black Lagoon. And she just falls for him. And, again, I'm not a romantic comedy person. But, I genuinely believed in their romance. Between a woman and a monster and a creature. You know how hard that shit is? Movies can't make me believe romance between two humans. And Guillermo did it. Between a human and a fish creature. Anyway, also, the music for this movie is beautiful. Alexandre Desplat. If you don't know him, look up Alexandre Desplat. Alexander Desplat. If you gotta spell it out. Alexandre Desplat. His music is gorgeous. Beetlejuice. Awesome movie. Wonder Woman. We're gonna gush about this one, okay? So, Wonder Woman. First of all, it's the best DC had to offer because everything else just kind of sucks. Aquaman was okay, but Wonder Woman is a great movie. And I am sort of biased because as a kid, my favorite superhero was not Superman, was not Flash, was not Iron Man, was not Hulk. It was Wonder Woman. First of all, I was a boy. I thought she was hot. But then I read, and I was like, she's a badass. And she fights for everyone. She fights for equality and truth. And, she's amazing. She's amazing. And then the movie came out. And I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. She was beautiful. She was inspired. She kicked ass. And then I found out Gal Gadot, just the woman Gal Gadot, also kicks ass. Because she was a drill sergeant in the Israeli army. She was a drill sergeant in the Israeli army. Wonder Woman. Which made me love her even more. Great movie. Directed by Patty Jenkins. Great movie. Not enough women direct movies, and it pisses me off because so many great female directors out there, and they just get overlooked because, you know, Hollywood and the patriarchy. Contagion, basically the world right now. Let's see. 2001, Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, and The Shining. Stanley Kubrick classics. I actually have another Kubrick film coming in soon. I think Dr. Strangelove will be here soon. Big Lebowski. It's just, if you either love it or you don't. It's confusing as fuck, but it's great. And then the same people made this movie, which is one of the most depressing thrillers I've ever seen in my life. No Country for Old Men. If you want to be freaked out, and not in a horror movie way, but just like in a, oh my god, way, No Country for Old Men. Okay, we're gonna gush about these two. They come together because they're great together. Shawshank Redemption. Need I say more? No, I'm kidding. Morgan Freeman. Obviously one of the best actors, like, ever. Literally God. Like, if I die and go to heaven, I expect God to look like Morgan Freeman. Or at least sound like him. That's all I'm saying. Wonderful movie. Great performances. Every time I watch it, every time I cry. Cry. Now, The Green Mile. The Green Mile. Every time I watch it, I sob. I sob. Like, the movie is, I want to say, like 3 hours and 8 minutes. Green Mile. About two hours of the 3 hours is like, it's great. It's a great drama and everything. And then there's the last act of the movie, just, it gut punches you. Oh, gut punches you. John Coffey is such a wonderful character, and I know it plays into the in cinema. It's called the Magical Negro trope. Which is basically, there's a magic black person to solve the white person's problems, which is a trope throughout, history. And I know it's a trope, but the way it was executed in this movie, it was so wonderfully done, because, spoiler alert, okay, so the story is an innocent black guy is sentenced to death. He's on death row. And then Tom Hanks, who's like the prison guard, figures out he's basically like an angel, because he has powers, and he can heal people, or he can transfer disease from one person to another. So he's basically an angel. And then the last act of the movie is Tom Hanks discovers, like, John Coffey didn't kill the people he's accused of killing. And it's this whole, like, emotional arc about, how can I kill someone so pure and so, like, good and angelic, and how will God not punish me for killing one of his angels? There's this wonderful, wonderful emotional arc in that last act. And I won't spoil the rest of it, but, like, Green Mile, if you haven't seen it, add it to the watch list. Wonderful movie. I sob like a child, like a baby, every time. Okay. Galaxy Quest. Nice little satire of Star Trek nerds. Drive. Great. Ryan Gosling doing as usual. Doesn't talk a lot, but is still a badass type of thing. Yeah. It's great. I don't know how to describe it without spoiling it. Fighter. Great movie. One of the greatest. Another great performance by Christian Bale. Wonderful performance. Definitely one of the greatest performances out there. Tropic Thunder. Oh! Such a great, stupid. On the surface, it's very stupid, but on, like, second examination, it's a very good satire about Hollywood and the stupidity that Hollywood and actors, just everything. That's great. 8 Mile, great hip-hop movie. Just, yeah, I don't have to say more. Collateral, underrated thriller with Tom Cruise actually acting. He plays a bad guy. He plays an assassin. And Jamie Foxx is a cab driver who is basically like extorted to drive him around all night while he goes and kills people. It's great. Great movie. Watch it. Big Sick. I love this. Again, not a stupid rom-com. Like a realistic rom-com. Because Kumail Nanjiani and his wife actually wrote the story based on their own life. Beautiful movie. Knives Out. Okay. We're gushing about this one. Knives Out. I saw this way too many times in the cinema. First of all, whodunit? It's a whodunit. Second of all, it's Rian Johnson, who did Last Jedi. Now, I know a lot of people don't like The Last Jedi. It's one of my favorites from Star Wars. Kiss my ass if you don't like it. Too bad. Anyway, great script. First time I watched it, I was like, oh my god, what? How did I... And it's like, it's ingenious whodunit. And it's not like a stupid twist at the end, like, that comes out of nowhere. It's planted, and it's like, it's very good. But also, another reason I love it, main character, right here. Right there. She Latina. And also, she is morally the best character out of everyone in the movie. And she ends up winning the whole movie, basically. I can't spoil too much of it, but yeah. Yeah. She's amazing. And by the end of the movie, the Latino in me was like laughing my ass off at all the white people not getting what they wanted. It was so great. I was in the movie theater full of old white people. and by the end, I'm not gonna spoil it, but by the end, all the white people were just going, "What? No! What? And I was just laughing my ass off. I was like, "Yes, oh, yeah, so great." I was like, "Yeah, sticking to the white people." Okay, to the old rich white people. I gotta make that specific. Okay, Lady Bird, wonderful, like coming of age story. Love it. Now we gonna gush about this one because, like I said, I love this. I love this bitch. This bitch, I will watch it any day of the week, any day of the month, any day of the year. Literally, I could watch this until the day I die. This movie was so fucking good. Was so fucking good. This movie. First of all, Saoirse Ronan. Saoirse Ronan is Joe. Praise Allah. Praise God. Saoirse Ronan. Wonderful actress. Hugely talented. Beautiful. Emotional. There's so much range to her. But the direction and the writing of Little Women. Now, like I said, I read Little Women in school. But I didn't really remember it. And then I watched this movie, and I was just like, I love these characters. Like, the characters were so relatable, so lovable, even some of them so hateable, but yet the redemption arc was, like, plausible, and she rearranged the narrative so, like, it worked thematically within itself, and it was just Greta Gerwig, the director, and the screenwriter. Beautiful work. I was so pissed off she didn't win Best Director. I was just... The Academy has so many issues. Their patriarchal as fuck. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Awesome fucking movie. Again, we have an Afro-Latino hero. We love it. We love it. We love anything Latino. When Harry Met Sally. We gonna gush about this one. Okay. So, When Harry Met Sally. I'm gonna lose my voice at the end of this, but I don't really care. When Harry Met Sally. Oh, quintessential. It's a rom-com, but it's not really a rom-com. Again, this is a smart rom-com. The whole, can men and women be friends without sex getting in the way? It's the age-old question. It's been pondered by men, not really women, but men for centuries, millennia. In the caves, our caveman ancestors were wondering, can I be friends with the cave woman, even if I don't have sex with her? But anyway, awesome movie, beautifully written. Billy Crystal is like flawless. Meg Ryan, I almost said Amy Adams, I don't know why. Meg Ryan, wonderful as Sally. I'm gonna lose my voice, fuck. Also, I still can't swallow, so this is getting a little weird. Meg Ryan, the first time I watched the movie, I was like, she's annoying. And then, by the second time I watched the movie, I was like, she's not annoying, she's real. Like, I know plenty of women like Sally, who are just very high maintenance. Or, just very, I don't want to say self-centered, but definitely somewhat conceited. But the way, it wasn't a caricature, it was very well realized. So by the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, no, I don't hate her. She's not annoying. She's real. She's like, that's a person. She's a real person. So, great movie. Oh, we definitely gonna gush about this one. Woo! Alright, I don't know which box we're on. I think we're almost done with the first box of the second half. This motherfucker fucked up my head and my heart so much. So fucking much. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Now, this bitch came for my soul. This bitch came for my heart. And my brain. Because the first time I saw this, my brain went, what the fuck just happened? But my heart went, a lot of fuck just happened. But okay, I can't spoil this. All I can say is have tissues. Be prepared to think. Because the logic is a bit complicated. But have tissues ready. And be ready to enjoy the moments. Maybe not in the movie, but enjoy the moments in life. They got deep for a second. But yeah, enjoy the moments. Enjoy the moments. Okay. The moments. Okay. We're on to the second box. If this will close. Come on, Spike. Let me close the box. Come on, Spike. Let me close the box. Okay. Where are we? I'm not gonna go one by one. We have some more Pixar. Yay! Lawrence of Arabia. Quo Vadis. Ben-Hur, Ten Commandments. Great. This is the classic stuff. The Bible. Great. Sicario. Great. Arrival. Great. The Planet of the Apes movies. Amazing movies. Awesome. Star Trek, because I'm a nerd. Yay. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Awesome. Seven. Awesome. Fight Club. Divisive. I love it. Lots of people don't, and I understand. Spotlight. Wonderful. Underrated. Yeah. Okay, now this bitch. We gonna gush about this bitch. This bitch. Okay. This bitch. Birdman. Or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. That is the subtitle. This bitch. Basically, the director, Alejandro González Iñárritu, Mexican director. In my head, this man is like the Mexican Spike Lee. Not in that he hip-hopped music. Hip-hop cinema. He didn't do that. But he came into the world of cinema. He had made a couple small movies before this. But this movie, he went, you know what? Fuck that shit. Kicked in the door. And just went, we gonna fuck it all up. And we gonna create something right now. So this movie, most of it is in one take. Or it's edited together so it looks like it's one take. Which isn't the first time this has happened, but the skill, the technical skill, this is just the technical skill that went into this movie is incredible. Alejandro González Iñárritu directed it. Emmanuel Lubezki was the cinematographer who's in charge of camera movements and lighting. It's called El Chivo. Great. Also Mexican. So basically Mexico was like, you know what? Cinema? We gonna blow shit up. And we gonna do something new. Michael Keaton. Awesome acting. Awesome acting. Emma Stone. Wonderful acting. Beautiful acting. Zach Galifianakis. As one of the supporting characters. Funny. Scathing. At moments cruel. Beautiful. And that, like, the emotional dichotomy that's happening within Birdman's head. It's great. I love that I just used emotional dichotomy. I feel like I'm at the SAT again. Emotional dichotomy. Let's see. Hold up. Lord of the Rings. We love Lord of the Rings. Casino. Great movie. The Departed, Goodfellas, and Aviator. Love it. Wolf of Wall Street. Love it. Oh, we gonna gush. Gush. Okay. This movie. Last Temptation of Christ. It's based on that book that I read over there. So this movie came out, I want to say, 1988. And the world was like, no, you not. Because the story of the book and the movie is, again, it's the human side of Jesus Christ. So it doesn't look at Jesus from like this perfect divine angel that never did anything wrong and never thought up in pure thought. It looked at him like a dude who lived in Nazareth, who had to work, who liked a woman, who had doubt, who had fear, who was scared shitless of what he thought God was, doing to him. Was scared shitless of dying on a cross. And then in the third act, the last temptation this is spoilers, but it's important to know for the story. Last temptation is literally the last temptation by the devil for him. So he's on the cross and he sees a little girl, and a little girl tells him, I'm your guardian angel, and God sent me here to tell you, you don't have to die. You can just live out your normal life. Have a wife, have some kids, and you don't have to die. It's okay. So he's like, okay. All right. Because that's what throughout the movie, the temptations that really like get to him aren't sex. It's not booze. It's not power. He just wants a normal life. He wants to be a normal guy. So that's the last temptation. And then some stuff happens after he comes down and he lives a normal life. He has a wife. He has 2 wives. He has kids. And he grows old, and when he's old and he's about to die, his disciples show up, and his main best friend, which in the story is Judas Iscariot, goes, "Bitch, you fucked up. You were supposed to die. Because you didn't die, now the world is burning." And the world is burning around him, and like the world's basically going to shit. And it's like, "You were supposed to die." And Jesus is like, "No, the guardian angel told me I can come down." And Judas is like, "Bitch, that wasn't a guardian angel, that was the devil." And then the devil's like, "Gotcha!" And then Jesus literally grovels his way back to the cross and begs God to give him the last chance to be the Messiah, to die for the world and everything. And it's basically all like, it's not a dream sequence, it's like a hallucination sort of thing. So I spoiled it, but like, it's very, and there's more to the movie. There's a lot more to the movie, but definitely add this to your watch list if you want something to challenge you. It's definitely a challenge. If you're religious, it won't challenge your faith, but it'll challenge the way you think about it. If you're not religious, it'll just make you think about like being a human being. Like being a human being. Great movie. Top favorite. This one, another one I could watch any day. Actually, no, not any day, because it's pretty sad sometimes. So, also the music, the score, orgasmic. That's all I can say. Okay, let's see. Let's go back. King of Comedy. Good. Great movie. New York, New York. And it's a mixed bag. I love parts of it. I don't love all of it. Once. Great little indie movie. Begin Again. Wonderful movie. I love Begin Again. Sing Street. Awesome. Star 80. It's the only DVD I have amongst all my boxes of Blu-rays, because it doesn't exist on Blu-ray, because it's a Bob Fosse movie. Based on a guy who killed... This isn't a Gush one. It's a good movie, but it's not a Gush-worthy movie. But it's about a guy who killed his ex-wife or something like that, and she's like a Playboy model. It was a big thing in the 80s. It was a big murder scandal, whatever. Like, killed her, raped her, and then killed himself. It was a big thing, and Bob Fosse directed it and wrote the script. And he was trying his best not to humanize the story, but to make sense of it. It's a very dark story. Not for the faint of heart. Star 80. Star 80 is called. Star 80. Star 80. There we go. And we're on to the last box. If we can get it. Hold on. Don't put you down. Put you down. We're on the last box. Okay. Let's see what we got. Training Day. King Kong ain't got shit on Denzel. Another great performance. Let's see. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? A classic. Cinematic feat beyond compare. First time visual effects were used to put cartoons and humans together. Beautiful movie. And also, Jessica Rabbit thrust many young boys into puberty. Let's see. Citizen Kane, classic. You know, if you're a movie nerd, you know Citizen Kane. If you're not a movie nerd, I don't blame you for not knowing it. It's a very old movie. It's, let's see, 1941. So I don't blame you for not knowing it. But yeah, it's, technically speaking, like one of the most influential movies ever. Because literally every camera technique and directorial thing that Orson Welles did in that movie has been influential since then. Streetcar Named Desire. Okay, we going Ghostbusters. I am pretty straight. I'm pretty straight. But, hey, Sada. I'm pretty straight. And I have experimented with guys. Did not enjoy it. But, Marlon Brando, in this movie, if I would say I'm bisexual for that, like, one person, it's Marlon Brando in this movie. Because the man is hard. But also, not only the fact that he looks sexy as fuck in this movie, but the man can act. And this was like the first instance in cinema where Marlon was the Spike Lee of acting, basically. Where I love the Spike Lee as the metaphor for everything. But he came into the movie world, and everyone was acting like Casablanca. So, where are you? Oh no! And Marlon just bust through the door and went, "Where's my fucking beer?" And like brought in naturalistic acting. And it was beautiful, and you could see, because Vivian Lee, she is that standard old school acting, and he is that like raw new method acting that was just literally just arriving into the theater and the film world. And their two styles of acting clash in a good way, because their characters clash, because they're different. Like, he's, working class thug, basically, and she's pretending to be this like high fashion socialite, even though she's not. And he sees through her bullshit, and it's a great movie. But yes, Marlon Brando, young Marlon Brando, get it any day of the week. Just saying. Gravity. Great movie. We're gonna gush about this. When I saw this in the movie theater, I saw this in 3D. Usually I don't like 3D. With this movie, it was necessary, because Alfonso Cuarón, another Mexican director. We love Mexican directors. And Guillermo del Toro is also Mexican. But anyway, I saw this in the theater. I was like, should I do 2D or 3D? I asked the person who was selling me the tickets, because I was like, I don't know. And the girl at the desk was like, 3D. You gotta do 3D. Just do 3D. And I was like, okay, I'll trust you. And we did 3D. And I sat in like the fourth row from the front, because I like being immersed in it. And it was, for a movie nerd like me, it was like a religious experience. Because, again, Alfonso, like Spike Lee, like Marlon, just like Alejandro González Iñárritu in Birdman, just came up to the door of cinema and went, bitch, we're breaking shit. We're doing new shit. The whole movie is obviously like, it's one take. It's done sort of in one take, but because it's from Sandra Bullock's perspective, so like we're always on her, like either in her helmet looking out or outside looking in. And the visuals of space and the station and the tension of like the debris happening and everything, beautiful visuals, so tense, so great, awesome movie. If I had like a mini movie theater, like for myself, I would watch this all the time, like in that mini movie theater. It's great. Contact, wonderful sci-fi. Carl Sagan wrote the story, not the script, but the story. One of the best movies of that era. Sci-fi speaking. Very realistic. Thematically beautiful. Science and some spiritual religious themes in there. Great. Matthew McConaughey and Jodie Foster are amazing in that. The Bourne trilogy, action movies. King's Speech, beautiful. Love Colin Firth. Helena Bonham Carter, she could kick me in the face and I'd be like, thank you. In anything. Whiplash. We are gonna gush. I'm not gonna have a voice tomorrow, but you know what? It's fine. Whiplash. Okay, so it's not as extreme as this, but being a music student in college feels like this movie. We don't have professors who scream at us and call us babies and slurs that I'm not gonna say for gay people, but the stress that music students go through, it feels like this movie. This movie is nonstop, just anxiety, musical anxiety. J.K. Simmons is a monster. His character is a monster. The direction of the movie was brilliant. The jazz was good. The editing. In the finale, the final, I want to say, is it 9-10 minutes? Is literally just a piece of music and a drum solo. And the finale, oh my god! Even if you're not a musician, the finale of the movie has just so much passion and energy and tension happening. So great. Put it on your watch list. Watch list. Whiplash. Watch list. Alright, let's see what's up. What else? Oh, my voice is almost gone. I don't know how long I've been talking. Fistful of Dollars, cowboy movies, Clint Eastwood, old school spaghetti westerns. I watched those with my dad. And I like them too. Then we have the Mel Brooks Collection. I have to take this one out because there's a lot of movies in it. So, 12 Chairs, wonderful comedy. They're all comedies, obviously. Blazing Saddles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of racist people should watch Blazing Saddles. Because, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Young Frankenstein, great silly comedy. It's so great. Silent movie. It's actually a silent movie. And it's hilarious. I love it so much. I love it so much. High Anxiety. It's, if you know Alfred Hitchcock movies, it's like a spoof on Alfred Hitchcock movies, on thrillers. History of the World Part 1. There is no Part 2. It's just called that as a joke. It's so funny. I love it so much. So great. To Be or Not to Be. Wonderful little, two-teamer by Anne Bancroft, who was married to Mel Brooks. In my head, I was like, Mel Brooks, how did you end up with Anne Bancroft? First of all, she's amazingly talented and a wonderful actress, but she is fine. You gotta be real funny to end up with Anne Bancroft. Shit. And then Spaceballs, classic spoof of Star Wars. And Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Classic. Anyway, love this little collection. Love the little collection. Hold up. Turn around. Completely different. The Godfather. 1, 2, and 3. If you love movies, you know The Godfather. If you don't, you should watch The Godfather. They're long, but they're beautiful. 1 and 2 are perfect. 3 is great. Not perfect, but great. But 1 and 2 are perfect. Literally, there's nothing I would add or take away to 1 and 2. They are perfect. Amadeus, Mozart, great. If you love music, great. If you love movies, great. If you love tales about revenge and pettiness, there's so much pettiness in this movie. It's so great. So much pettiness. Oh, God. So much pettiness, I swear to God. Okay, and then Star Wars. Mad Max Fury Road. We're going to gush about this one. We're at the end. We're at the last box. Okay. So, I just want to say, the man who directed Happy Feet, which I think is in this box, directed this shit. The guy who made Happy Feet. 2 movies about dancing and singing penguins made this movie, which is basically 2 hours of chase. Because I'm pretty sure there's no more than 100 words in the entire movie. Because they don't talk a lot. It's a lot of action. But it is the most beautiful ballet of action and violence that I have ever seen. That's the best way I could put it. And Charlize Theron, I think that's how you say her name. I need to double check that. She is badass. All the female characters in this movie are badass. Great movie. Add it to the watch list. Okay. Let's see. Yep, we're in the final stages. Insomnia. Wonderful movie by Christopher Nolan. Basically, Warner Bros. Is like, listen, before we give you $100 billion to make Batman movies, we're going to test you with a small thing. I think it was $50 million. And he made money, so they loved it. And it's a great movie. Literally, Al Pacino is a detective they called into Alaska, who's an insomniac, and he has to investigate a murder of a little girl. Not a little girl, but a teenage girl. And Robin Williams is the creepy suspect antagonist. And Robin Williams is creepy as fuck. No funny at all. Not funny. You watch it and you're like, oh, fuck, Robin, oh, shit. And it's also Insomniac because he's an insomniac and he's in Alaska. And he's there during, I guess, the daytime months or whatever, so there's no night. So literally he's an insomniac because, the sun never sets. It's great. Interstellar. My astrophysics nerd heart was very happy when I saw this movie. We're going to gush about this, but I'm not going to move right now, even though it's kind of hot. The visuals were beautiful. The science was correct. They actually wrote science papers after they came up with new science for the movie. So, science. Woo! Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, Jessica Chastain. Timothée Chalamet is in here. He's the young brother. I didn't recognize him until later. But yeah, Timothée Chalamet is in here. Beautiful movie. Awesome movie. It can get a little sentimental for some. I enjoy the sentimentality at the end. Some others didn't. Let's see. Dunkirk. We're gonna gush about this one. Okay, this movie is I want to say 90 something minutes. Okay, 100 minutes, 106 minutes, which is barely an hour and a half. With 5 minutes of credits. The most tense and epic war movie. Well, one of the most tense and epic war movies. Because Saving Private Ryan's back there. And it's only 106 minutes. awesomely directed, awesomely written. Harry Styles can act. Literally, I went into the movie for Chris Nolan, and then I found out Harry Styles is in it, and I did not know his music at all. I didn't know One Direction, because I don't really listen to pop music. I didn't know any of his music. I was like, Harry Styles from One Direction? Okay. And I went to see it with my sister, and she pointed out, oh, there's Harry. And I was like, oh, okay. Does he act? We're gonna find out, I guess. Boy can act. Boy has chops. Yeah, there's a reason Chris Nolan cast him. Boy has chops. So if for no other reason, you get to see Harry Styles do some actual good acting. So, good movie. Oh, here we go. Another gusher. The Prestige. Okay, we're getting to the end. Bear with me. We're almost there. We're almost to the end. Prestige. Two magicians. In like the old school sense of like rabbit out of a hat and like tricks and shit. Two magicians, two competing magicians. Basically, just competing with each other to one-up each other all the time. They one-up each other so much that some people die. Some people go to jail. There's a lot happening in this movie, and if you watch it, it's heady. It's heady. So you might have to watch it 2 or 3 times to get it. But Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale, Scarlett Johansson, David Bowie as Nikola Tesla. Awesome. Oh, I didn't mention David Bowie is in Last Temptation of Christ. He's in one scene though, so that's probably why I forgot. Okay. And then I don't even have to gush about this one, like The Dark Knight. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. Heath Ledger, the Joker. Yeah, you know the shit. Inception, you know the shit. You know it. Okay, this one needs explanation. In Bruges is it's like this weird British murder hitman comedy. So they're sent to this town, Bruges, to kill a guy, and then lots of things ensue, and they say fuck a lot, and it's really funny. I like it. It's not for everyone, but I like it. Oh, a classic. School of Rock. Happy Feet 1 and 2. You know, you gotta have 1 and 2. Big Short. My education about why to never buy a house, because banks will fuck you over in order to make money. It's a dark comedy about the recession that happened in 2008. Basically, yeah. So don't fucking buy a house. Watch the movie instead. Great comedy. You'd think something as heady and like boring as banks and like a recession would be boring, but no, it's actually very good. Add to the watch list. Big Short. The Big Short. Ooh, we're gonna gush. Oh wait, no. Dog Day Afternoon. Great movie. Al Pacino and John Cazale rob a bank, and it goes wrong, and it's so good. It's a classic for film people. I love it. It's so great. Great Elton John song opens the movie. It's great. And the last movie in my box, for now, until I get more movies probably later in the mail. Network. This is a good one to end on. Okay, so Network. Again, like Spike Lee in Do the Right Thing, this movie was prophetic. I said to God, prophetic. Prophetic. No, literally, okay, so the writer is Patty Chayefsky. who, weird name, I know. He was a big deal when he was alive. He won like 4 Oscars, 3 Tonys, a bunch of Emmys. He was a big deal. Best friends, literally the best friend of Bob Fosse. Told him to stop being a pussy and quit smoking and stop, getting STDs and shit like that. Anyway, amazing writer. This movie was made in 1976. And it prophesied, and I mean quite literally, like God told Patty what was going to happen, because it talks about how network TV has come to be. In the 70s, there was no network TV. They had, 5 channels, ABC, CBS, and a couple of others PBS, I don't know. But Patty saw this future where network TV, where news would become entertainment. Sound familiar? So they this one, literally the movie starts with this very depressed, drunk anchor on the news. And he goes off script. He's supposed to be reading from a teleprompter. And he goes off script. And he goes, in today's news... Oh, fuck it. In 1 week, I'm going to shoot myself on TV. And he just goes on a rant. Literally goes on a rant for the rest of the show. And he just goes, yeah, in a week, I'm just going to blow my brains out on TV. And I want to tell you why. And the ratings fly. And then all the network executives are like, holy shit, networks are flying. He should do more of this shit. And he's like, no, I really was going to blow my brains out on TV. And then he decides not to. Because they give him a show, and basically he's like, they give him a show to do whatever he wants. They just talk about whatever he wants. So he becomes like kind of like an evangelical preacher of the news, not of religion. Just shouting to the public for entertainment. And then there's also behind the scenes stuff. The networks start hiring extremist groups to develop TV shows, and they hire bank robbers to rob banks while they can record so they can put it on TV. And then the ratings start dropping, and they're like, you know what? You know what we need to do? We need to kill him. And you know what we should do to get good ratings? We should kill him live on TV. Let's take his idea from the beginning and actually shoot him on TV. And they kill him on TV. They kill the guy on live TV, and that's how the movie ends. That's a spoiler. But, the movie is so much more than just the ending. It's literally... This was in the 70s, but if you watch it now, except for the technology that's very, antiquated and old, it's the same shit that happens now. So, yeah, network. That's where we're ending. Add it to the watch list. All right. So, fuck, that was a lot. My cords are gone. It's a huge spoiler, but listen, like I said, it's not the crux of the movie, because it literally happens just at the very end. The crux of the movie is the whole, the network going nuts and sensationalizing violence and terrorism, literally, to get ratings. And this is in the 70s. This is before 9/11 and before, Oklahoma City bombings and Columbine. This was way before all of that. And like I said, Patty, prophet, literally wrote it out before anyone could think of it. So yeah. Okay, that was a lot. Fuck. My throat hurts. I was not projecting. Sorry about that. So yeah. That is my movie collection. I have a few more coming in the mail because I have a little money, so I spend what little money I have on movies because I don't really have to pay rent because I live at home. Yeah. So I think I have a few more coming in. I think I have, I don't know what else I have coming in. So yeah, thanks for listening to me rant on my movies and books and records, and I'll post this whole thing, and whoever wants to watch the whole thing, I don't know who's crazy enough to watch the whole thing, but yeah. So thank you, and I will probably get a nap in sometime today. Have a good day.